Hello, it's the New Testament in a year. It's day 74 and we're in Luke. Still in Luke chapter 1, the end of that now. And I love in our reading today just this explosion of joy. You've got these two women who know that God has blessed them, that God has seen them. And this older woman, this younger woman, they get together. And what causes this explosion of joy is that as Mary approaches, John the Baptist in his mum's tummy gives a massive pew, because he recognises, his spirit goes, Jesus is near, and there's like a recognition of his presence, of his nearness, and this amazing explosion of joy that erupts in Mary's song, in this wonderful song of worship that acknowledges something of who God is, that acknowledges not only that, but the fact that this God has seen her and is bringing the outsiders in. The theme continues, if you're following this, of just the outsider being brought in, those who are hungry being filled, and the poor being seen, and the ones who are lowly and humble being lifted up. This ongoing theme of Luke. But what today's reading in many ways is about that recognition of God and how much he loves us, how much he sees us, how much he favours us. That the outworking of that being worship. And when we truly interact again, when we sort of allow our brains and our hearts long enough to contemplate and really dwell on just how good God is, how kind he is, how loving he is, how good he is to us, then there should be an overflow of that. You know, for these women, life wasn't all perfect. As we go on, we're going to read about how difficult things got for Mary. You know, her betrothed Joseph decides that he better not hang around because what's she been up to and all of that, and he makes plans to secretly go another way and to divorce her, essentially. And there's these things that are going on in the background. They're still being occupied by Rome. So there's oppression, political oppression going on. But in that moment, there was something bigger. And for us, we know this full well, that loving Jesus and being loved by him doesn't mean that the circumstances of our life also always go amazingly well. But there is always cause to worship because of who he is and because of how he loves us. So maybe today it's about allowing some of that truth again to bubble up in us, to focus on it for long enough that response can come out. And maybe once you've done your reading and you've listened to me going on for a few minutes, maybe just even take a moment to worship him in word, in prayer, in song. Just allow some of that to be expressed to him. God, you are good. You love us. I love you. Well, do that and have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. God bless.